And welcome again, now, dear friends, to another edition of Fresh Bread. Well, here it is, Thursday, December 21st, 2023. Reverend Phil Anderson with you here, pastor of Oakland and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Churches here in the capital city of Topeka, Kansas. So glad you can spend a couple of minutes with us today. This will be a relatively short one, as I wanted to get this one done here in short order. It's got a few other commitments today. Hey, I wanted to first of all welcome you to Fresh Bread and thank you for listening and being a part of this little online family of faith that we have here, and been doing this again since March 23rd of 2020, off and on. I'd say we missed a couple of weeks here and there. We missed a couple earlier this month, but for the most part, I'd say we do about 49 out of 52 weeks a year, so that's not bad. And anyway, I really appreciate Tom Lynn for taking time to put these on. Ashley Ruddy also doing a lot of this work for the Oakland group. And we were talking about what's coming up in 2024, and really we just want to go with where God's leading us. And we may have some plans and some ideas, but ultimately it's really where God wants to move us. And so I'm really looking forward to this next year. I see some good things happening. I think some changes are coming, maybe some transitions, especially in our family, children, and youth ministry at both churches. And as I was talking yesterday, I think the outreach programs are going to continue to flourish. And I'm really going to count on the lay people. I'm just going to be honest. The first 5 months at least of this next year, I'm going to tell you, they are going to be completely packed. I've got district committee on ministry responsibilities coming up as soon as, probably as soon as Christmas is over. I've got to get ready, and that's going to consume a great deal of my time between the 1st of January, let's say, and the end of February. Then, on top of that, I've got the course of study. I've got a class starting in early January. I've got another one coming up after that one in March. Again, it takes a lot of time, a lot of papers, reading, assignments to take care of as far as what they call forums that are online assignments. And so we are doing these on Zoom, so I don't have to travel, and that's great because it keeps expenses down. But most importantly for me is that it keeps the time down, so I don't have to spend time driving from Topeka up to St. Paul School of Theology up in Leawood, Kansas, which is by the time I leave and get there, it's probably a good hour and 15 minutes or so, maybe an hour and a half. And that's, 3 hours several times. And, I really don't have that to spare right now. And then there's other things I won't even get into that are on a more family, personal level that are going to be very time consuming. And we don't know all the details yet, but there looks like there's going to be several events going on. So all of that to say how I am getting ready for 2024. I'm looking forward to it, and I don't want to be overwhelmed. But the point is that I want to make today is that if we're going to do some of these ministries that I hope we can do, it's really going to be important that the lay people pick it up, because they will absolutely have to carry the load for the first, I'd say the first 4 or 5 months of the year, as far as anything beyond just our church responsibility. So any outreach, any children, family, youth ministry, anything of that nature that's just going to require extra time and just setting it up, getting prepared, actually presenting the ministry, all those are going to take time and really, really need help. So I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm going to need your help. And I do thank you for stepping up and helping out as you can. Again, if you can't do boots on the ground and hands-on type training or helping, please think about praying for these folks that are out there doing this work. And also don't be afraid to slip them a 20 or say, hey, go out and get what you need for the kids, or go out and get yourself a piece of pie and a cup of coffee and do something for yourself. So bless each other. Let's learn to bless each other. Nothing wrong with that. I've been the recipient of blessings like that at the churches. I'm so thankful everybody's so generous and kind, and let's be a generous and kind church as we go forward, okay? That would be a prayer for me in 2024. I'm here to support you. I'm here to give counsel, advice, whatever it is that you might need. I've had some experience here, there, and everywhere. Worked under somewhere around, I counted it up. I'll give you a specific number soon. I remember last time I counted, I think I've literally worked or served under 17 different pastors through the years in different capacities. Everything from ministry to maintenance in churches. And so I've learned a lot about leadership styles. I've learned a lot about what it takes to make a church function and prosper and grow. And I don't have all the answers. I'm the first one to admit it. And what happened at one church is maybe not even fitting over at the one we're at now. But there are some principles and there are some things that I think are relevant. And so I thank God for the different experiences I've had. I thank God for these men and women that I've worked under. They've been a blessing to me. And one of these days I'll kind of share some of their leadership stuff. I think that would be interesting if I could say, here's what this one taught me, here's what that one taught me. And I sort of put them all together and synthesize them together, and that's kind of where I've come up with. And again, my biggest thing is I was telling somebody at church on Sunday after the service, I said, my leadership style, I think I started this there and I forgot to finish it up, so I'll finish it up here if you've been with me this week. My leadership style, again, I've never thought of myself as a great leader, but sometimes you get put in that position, so hey, here I am, and there's just things I've got to do. The leadership style I like has to do with building a consensus. I like to get people on the same page, and I think it's not that hard if we understand why we're trying to do what we're trying to do. And if I can explain it or present it in such a way that people are open to it, I think it's much easier to build consensus. And that way we avoid some of the other things that start with the letter C, and that is conflict. So anyway, with that, I'll let you go. Thank you for joining me today. We'll hope to see you back on Friday and then our weekend edition on Saturday. So thank you so much. God bless you. And hey, let's get ready for Christmas, right? Okay, have a good day. God bless you.